Hi, welcome to BetRepublic.com. It's March Madness time, Sweet 16 round, Greg. We've got things covered for both the Thursday and Friday games at the BetRepublic.com website. Right now, we're going to highlight a couple of the games from Thursday's card that you have got action on. You've got one of the favorites, one of the dogs. Let's start things off with Butler versus Syracuse. Syracuse #1 seed. Butler's won 22 games in a row straight up, but nothing spectacular against the spread, Greg. What do you like for this game?
Well, I haven't played many favorites, Jarvis. One last week, and this is the favorite that I like this week. I like the orange here, -6. Butler have been playing the teams they've faced that's been man-to-man defense, and they've been shooting 42%. That will not be the case here with Syracuse. They'll play zone D. I think they shut them down. Even though Onawaku's not in this tournament, Syracuse, the Orange, have done very well. They beat Vermont by 23 points. They beat Gonzaga, a team similar to Butler. They don't run like Butler, but same type of tier school as Butler. They defeated the Bulldogs of Gonzaga by 22 points. I like Syracuse. When you play on a favorite that led their last two games, Jarvis, at halftime by 10-plus points, and they have just two starters returning from last year, by playing on the favorite in this spot, 161 covers, 102 losses, 61% against the spread.
61%, and that's a unique angle, really, when you think about it.
It is. 283 plays, a lot of plays, close to 300. You're hitting 61% ATS. If everybody could hit 61% ATS, nobody would be working, but then again, we'd all be working because there would be no sports books.
You've also got #1 seeds at 6-2 against the spread in the Sweet 16 around the last 2 years. That angle is also pointing at a play on Syracuse.
And remember, too, any of these teams that are favored by 5.5 or more points, they've also hit 63% going back to 2003. An official selection on this game, I like the Orange. Take Syracuse -6 points.
Syracuse -6 points is the first selection. Greg doesn't play a lot of favorites, so hopefully this one cashes for us, Greg. There's one more game we want to look at right now. Xavier playing at Kansas State, #6 versus the #2 seed. Kansas State is laying 5. 151.5 is the total. You're not looking at the favorite in this game, are you?
No, I like the dog here, Jarvis. And we mentioned this on the daily line. You've got a team that wins between 60 to 80% of their games. That's Kansas State. So whenever Xavier matches up against a foe like that, they're 11-3 to the over. Now, I don't like the over. I like the side. But the interesting thing about these 14 games, out of those 14 samplings, 11 overs and 3 unders, they have scored 76.3 points per game while holding their opponent to 70.4 points per game.
And you're getting points in this
approximately
situation.
6 points, and we're getting 4.5 points in this spot. I like actually we're getting 5 if you shop around. I like the dog here. I also note in their last 16 tournament games, Xavier has been gold. 14-1-1 against the spread. Hopefully they will cover the number tonight against Kansas State. We have an official selection on this game on Xavier at +5.
That's strong numbers. Third straight year they made it to the Sweet 16 for the Sweet 16 round for the Musketeers. Hopefully this is the round they go further than that. We've got over under the Sweet 16 rounds at 128 points or lower, some other strong numbers. Greg has shared a lot of systems and a lot of angles for us, including a couple other plays and an over-under suggestion on the Syracuse-Butler game. That's all up at the BetRepublic.com website. Please stop by. Check out the situation there. For now, Greg, just recap your 2 quick plays from the segment.
2 selections here going tonight. Syracuse, an official play on Syracuse -6. And the second selection, I like Xavier at +5 points, Jarvis.
Okay, well, from everyone here at BetRepublic.com, I'm Jarvis Symes.
And I'm Greg Dempson.
Thanks for joining us. Good luck with your bets tonight.